Hey boys, so after a loss like yesterday, you kind of just want to lay down and die, but that's not what we do here. We're going to continue, we're going to keep going, and we're going to try to overcome the feelings that we're feeling together. So the first way to start off, in recovering from a heartbreaking 3-point, 2-point loss like we took yesterday, is to look forward to the future. And the future is actually extremely bright for the New Orleans Saints. Their first seed hopes are still alive, but to get that, we have to win out, and that all starts here. The New Orleans Saints play the Indianapolis Colts at home in the Dome on Monday Night Football this week. I cannot stress enough how big this game is as far as confidence for the players, confidence to the fans, confidence for a statement. Last week was a statement game against the San Francisco 49ers, but obviously we didn't make the statement that we needed to. The league knows our offense could put up 46 points against the best defense in the league, but they can also see that the New Orleans Saints pass defense can't defend against the 16th ranked pass offense in the NFL. But I'm hoping that was an anomaly. I'm hoping it would look like an anomaly. That was supposed to be allowed all year, but, it is what it is. So what we have today is the New Orleans Saints versus Indianapolis Colts, and I'll take you on a trip through our depth chart and explain the decisions that I made as far as starting and not starting players go for the Colts and for the Saints. So if you're a Colts fan, make sure to stick around. These videos are always unbiased because what we see is what we see. You can't change it, and it's not being skewed. So we got Drew Brees, of course, then you got Alvin. No changes there. I put Dwayne Washington in at fullback. I know he's a halfback, but we don't have a backup fullback, and Zach Lyon is slated to be out yet again this week. I'll let you guys know if anything right there changes. The wide receivers did not change at all. Tight end, I'm starting Josh Hill. There is a chance Jared Cook plays this week. He has to pass percussion protocol, and he has an extra day to do so, but concussions are concussions, so I'm going to play it safe and just put Josh Hill in here just in case. If Jared Cook doesn't leave yesterday's game, we win. Teron Armstead was seen walking in a walking boot after the game this week. He played a fantastic game injured, but I don't think the New Orleans Saints press it and put him out there again. I don't think that happens. He's in a walking boot. After the game, he was seen in an interview saying he's okay, but he is hurting. I don't think he's playing this week, so I put Patrick Omameh in his spot. Nick Easton is starting over Andrus Peat per usual. Eric McCoy, Larry Warford, and the rest is the same. The rest is history. Nothing else has changed except for the linebackers. I put Craig Robertson in again because A.J. Klein's slated to be out. Kiko is starting, most likely, and then nothing else changed from here on out. Now, we go to the Colts side of the ball. Their wide receivers are a mess right now. They have so many injuries as far as wide receivers go. T.Y. Hilton's been banged up all year. I'm not necessarily sure if he's going to play, so I left him out because he's been out for multiple weeks. Another wide receiver that's out for them, Paris Campbell, got placed on IR, so I just put Zach Pascal, Chad Williams, Marcus Johnson, Ashton Doolin. I put Eric Ebron in there. I didn't really know what to do there. A lot of their receivers are hurt, so that's that. Of course, you have Jack Doyle at the tight end, and you continue, and nothing else really changes at all. I didn't make any changes other than the kicker. Adam Vinatieri has been placed on IR, so I did start Chase McLaughlin. So when we go and look at what Madden predicted last week, all of us were calling Madden absolutely insane, saying it was going to be a defensive ball game and that nothing was going to go, the way Madden said it was. They predicted a 52-48 San Francisco 49ers win, which was extremely and scarily close to the 48-46 victory the San Francisco 49ers had in New Orleans. So we might need to just pay a little bit more attention to Madden's predictions. It's insane how it was that close. Let's go ahead and sim the game. It should be an interesting one. I think the New Orleans Saints are going to they're going to bounce back, and this should be a pretty hefty win. But let's go ahead and see what Madden has to say about it. So let's go ahead and jump to next quarter. Speed fast. I'm not going to do all that commentating nonsense. We see New Orleans. They kick a field goal. It is 3-0. The Colts driving on the Saints' 15-yard line. Let's see if they can capitalize on that opportunity. Let's go jump forward to the next quarter. The Colts put a touchdown up. New Orleans answers back with a score of their own. Oh my God, it's getting hectic. New Orleans goes up 24-10. Oh no, poor Colts fans. Now we're at the 24-10 mark. It's the start of the third quarter. The half is over. I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. Let's go ahead and jump to next quarter, but let's slow it down a bit. Let's look at the last 2 quarters like we would look at anything else. 1st and 10, 6-yard reception by Marcus Johnson. All right, penalty against P.J. Williams, 15 yards. I'm assuming unnecessary roughness. Not good, P.J. Jack Doyle moves them down the field, followed by a Naheem Haynes 5-yard rush. Jack Doyle getting his reception number up, that's for sure. Negative 2-yard rush. The Saints defense makes a stand on 3rd and 3, forcing the Colts to a field goal. Beautiful work there. The Super Bowl 44 rematch is going in the Saints' favor yet again. Let's see if anything changes. Alvin Kamara with a 5-yard and then 4-yard rush, hoping to see him get more involved. We've been saying every single week, this is the week Alvin Kamara gets involved. No, this is it. This is it. Every week. Hopefully this is the one. I'm not going to sit here and slate anything, though. 16-yard reception by Traquan Smith, and 3rd and 5 moves the chains for Drew Brees to throw an incomplete pass. But 8-yard rush by Drew Brees. Oh, my God. The Jets, 19 reception. Oh, my God, Alvin Kamara. And then he threw a pick. Okay. Well, there goes my excitement. The Indianapolis Colts are still very much in this game. It's still the 3rd quarter, 13-24, 4th and 3. They punted it. Interesting. Deontay Harris only had a 1-yard punt return, which is not, I don't know. Drew Brees got sacked for 5 yards, and then Alvin Kamara dropped the pass, putting the Saints on 3rd and 15, just for Traquan Smith to receive a 13-yard pass and us punt it away. So, they're getting the ball back. 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Can the Colts sustain a drive to help try to put them in a position to come back and shock the Saints for the 2nd week in a row at home? Let's go ahead and find out. So, 2nd and 2, 8-yard reception by Zach Pascal. I haven't seen his name much, so he's finally getting himself involved. An incomplete pass by Jacoby, and a pass knocked away by Marshawn Lattimore sets up 3rd and 10, but a 23-yard reception by Ashton Doolin. Wow. Jacoby threw an incomplete pass, 2nd and 10, 6-yard rush by Jacoby. He's really putting a drive together here, but now it's 4th and 4. This is 4-down territory. But Madden sees them kicking a field goal. That's fair enough. I didn't realize how close they were to a field goal. 16-24, New Orleans. If they want to separate themselves, scoring here is going to be a big part in doing that. 6-yard rush by Kamara, 3rd and 6 here. 12-yard reception by AK. He's getting himself involved. 1st and 10, a 3-yard rush by AK, bleeding the clock a bit while trying to... Okay, never mind. 10-yard reception by Traquan Smith. They're moving the chains repeatedly. 4-yard rush by Drew Brees. That is 12 rushing yards now for him. 9-yard rush by Kamara. They're moving down and down and down the field. They're putting this game away. A field goal puts it on ice. Let's see what the Saints do here. Negative 2-yard rush. Injury. Marcus Hunt. Oh, no. Get better, man. Intercepted! Oh, my. The 2nd pick by Drew Brees in the red zone. Within the 10-yard line. Jacoby Brissett. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. An incomplete pass again. 3rd and 10. He's going for the long ball. 4th and 3. They got to go for it. 3-yard rush by Marlon Mack, but he didn't quite get the 1st down. It's Saints ball yet again. Defense does its job, and Drew Brees hits the victory formation. So, this game seemed to be a collective effort, but more of a Saints defense bailing out the Saints offense when it mattered, huh? Quite a flip-flop of what happened last week against the San Francisco 49ers. So, the Saints are going to win this game. I'm going to cancel the sim and just go forward, jump forward to the end of the game, because it's pretty obvious. I jump forward to next play somehow. I don't know how I always do that, but it's pretty obvious who wins this game. There's no way in 28 seconds the Colts score 11 points. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, Drew Brees kneels out the clock, and the game is over. The New Orleans Saints are victorious. They have reclaimed their homeland, their home turf. Let's go ahead and review the stats. So I know there was 2 Drew Brees interceptions, which a bit uncharacteristic of him. He's very safe with the ball in the red zone. Haven't seen a red zone pick from him besides that one in week 1 against the Houston Texans. So let's see. 27-16. The Saints, majority of their points coming from putting up 21 in the 2nd quarter. Bit alarming there. They could have easily mounted a comeback. The Saints had more passing, rushing, 170 rushing yards. Very solid. They just won the game flat out. Let's go ahead and skip this and see what the statistics have to say about this game. Drew Brees, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 77.7 completion percentage. Jacoby Brissett didn't throw a passing touchdown, but threw for 280 yards. Let's go ahead and look at the other stats. Alvin Kamara had a monster game. 20 attempts, 152 yards, a touchdown, a fumble, 4 broken tackles. That would be a second straight fumble. 63 yards after contact. Yeah, he had a 70-yard long, insane by Alvin Kamara. Let's go ahead and look at the other statistics. Drew Brees had 15 rushing yards. None of that really matters in this scenario. 28 was the max by the Indianapolis Colts, so great job by the Saints rush D again. Michael Thomas, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, another beastly game from him. Traquan Smith got involved, 6 receptions, 64 yards. Ted Ginn got involved as well. Jack Doyle had a solid game, as did Zach Pascal. Ashton Doolin, they had a very good collective effort from their wide receivers. Alvin Kamara, 3 receptions, 38 yards. Okay, pretty interesting. Defensive. I'm not seeing really any sacks here at all. 2 sacks by Margus Hunt, who ended up getting injured later in the game. But, you know, it didn't really mean much in the end. He played his heart out, but the Saints got that dub. 2 interceptions by Pierre Desir, both in the red zone. He got 29 yards off of them. Drew Brees was a little bit sus in the red zone. Chase McLaughlin. He showed out for himself after being a terrible kicker in San Fran. 3 for 3, 100%. 53 was his long. Will Lutz, Big Nuts Lutz, 2 for 2, 100%, 52-yard long. I don't know what else to say about this game. It was an all-around good effort by the New Orleans Saints. They finally did what they needed to do. And by finally, I mean just this week, because every week but last week they've really done their thing. So the New Orleans Saints got the dub. Tell me what you guys think about the game. Do you think this prediction is accurate? Remember, last week, Madden predicted the San Francisco 49ers to win the game. To win. 52 to 48. They were very close. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Adios.